You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Thank you, Marshall. The IG model economy. Yeah, I know Rom sees the business in everywhere, right? So check it out, right? I finally came into, 2017 by getting a smartphone. And mainly it was for business reasons, right? Yeah, I know it. I did a video on it, right? And, one of the things I've noticed, because, Rom likes the ladies, especially if, they got a nice booty. So I was checking out many of the pictures of the women on IG. I'm like, damn, I ain't know it. I got like a few hundred followers and stuff so far. But I'm looking at some of these IG models. I mean, they got, some of them got numbers in the millions, at least several thousands. I'm like, man, that's crazy. But then, me, I'm always looking for the business thing, and I'm peeping how some of these got partnerships or sponsors or whatnot, right? And I was just like, you know what? It's amazing because, there's a lot of talk about how technology will take away jobs, but, the same technology is actually creating economic opportunities. Think about it. I'd say maybe 30 years ago, a woman with a great body, or at least a desirable body, she might have been able to go to, she might have been able to work in a strip club or something like that if she just wanted to own her body, or maybe get into some prostitution or something like that, escorts. But now a woman, all she needs is if she got a nice body, all she needs is a good photographer. And she can make money like crazy. In fact, you got some of these women, even some of these women who go beyond just taking the pictures might get into working as strippers. I mean, I'm finding out some of these strippers making money. It used to be some low-level stuff. Some, poor woman, decent body, making a little bit of money to scrape by. Now it's like, it's becoming a serious business and whatnot. I'm just like, in fact, I know some women personally making some money like that. Just on pictures. Not even stripping or something, just on pictures. I'm just like, wow. It's interesting because, it's one thing. It's all the whole supply and demand, and then technology is making it easier. If you think about the Android, or you think about something like IG, I mean, somebody in the palm of their hand could look at women all day. So, and of course, somebody's going to think, hey, all these women looking at them. Let me throw them some money to advertise my product or to say something. And even beyond that, I mean, you get a lot of these women who, the IG model types, shoot, they can make money by sponsoring parties. Or they can even just say, look, I'm going to have a party here. And you get a bunch of thirsty dudes. I don't know why about 1,000 dudes think they're going to all get a chance at this one woman, but they'll just show up, and the women will show up. I mean, there's just so much with it, and I'm just like laughing about it. And on another note, it could even go to another level if somebody's real smart with it, because I look at it, I'm like, somebody could they already got websites and all of that, but there's just so many ways you can go with it. It might be like the basis of just creating more jobs, because even though you got the IG model type, the one with the body, she still need photographers and stuff. Probably still need marketers, need people who can make costumes and stuff like that. I actually knew a woman who had a business making costumes for strippers. Yeah, I met her at a modeling call and stuff. Yeah, I know. Rom always says he looks average, but yeah, when I was younger, kept getting approached by modeling agents. Go figure. Anyway, right. You know what? I think it speaks to a bigger thing. Just people able to be creative. Able to, take what they got and make something out of it. Somebody who's saying, you know what? I can have the discipline, keep my body in shape. Or guys like looking at it. Why not just take some pictures and, people pay for them. I mean, because these women, they can do calendars. That actually creates business if you do calendars and stuff. Because that creates business for some printer or something. And I think I told the story, I don't know, on one of these channels, like when my book Nice Guys and Players first came out. I did this Black Expo, and I had a bunch of, there were a whole bunch of male strippers who had booths set up near mine. And they were just walking around with their shirt off, but they were making money hand over fist because, the IG model, that's not just the women. You got some guys out there making a lot of money. And, even though I don't usually call another YouTuber's name unless I'm cool with them, I'll say with Derek Jackson. Now, I know a lot of people, don't like him for whatever reason, but they got to give him his dap on the business part. Because that dude's hitting them twice. He's hitting them with his thoughts about relationships, which by itself could draw a lot of people, a lot of fans. But then, he take a couple good pictures or have a picture with his shirt off. And I'm like, boom. Shoot, he making a lot of money. How much money that brother making? Probably, just because of his fortunate genetics. It's incredible now. It's incredible. Like now, these days more than ever with social media and just such a visual culture that somebody just on looks can make money more than ever. Because even people don't realize, I know people say, well, Hollywood got all these beautiful people and all of that. It wasn't like that in Hollywood at first. If you really look at old films, it was more about character actors. It wasn't about sex symbols. The most they had, they definitely had some. And they definitely had some stars, but, you still had, like, the Jimmy Stewarts of the world or something, They might not have been seen as heartthrobs or anything, but, they were just good actors. It was more about the story and everything. It's really a recent thing where they'll just stick somebody who look good or is popular into something, even if they don't fit into it. So, it's it's interesting. But you know what? It really does speak to, like I alluded to earlier, it really does speak to using what you got. Because, I know some people might have an issue with it and stuff, but in a day and time when so many people are going without jobs and losing money, who's to say, hey, you know what, is somebody going to, like, look at pictures of you? Shoot, because even recently on my Facebook, I shared a picture of me at this expo, and it was like one of the few full body shots that I've ever had taken. Usually I have shots taken of like just my face or something, and people were going crazy over it. I don't even think they were going crazy over I was standing there with books or something, like congratulations. People said that, but it was a full body shot. I had a sweater that showed off my upper body and stuff, looking nice, smiling. I was like, man, shit. Hey, if Rom thinks he can make some money that way, or he get a big following, somebody want to sponsor it, oh, trust me, Rom would like do 2 a days in the gym. Actually, I might do that anyway, but that's down the road. Hey, easy money just to pose. I can do that. So anyway, right, it's something to think about. And actually, to be honest, sometimes I think about just getting into that area, but more like a modeling type of company, like you have damn, that term is escaping me right this second, but like spokespeople type of models, like you go to events or something, you have models handing out stuff or something like that. Just have some group like that, because actually I've been to some events where that happened. You get those models, they handing out stuff, they being hostesses or host or whatever. So I was actually thinking about something like that. Yeah, I know. Rom's mind is always churning. Just to let you know, my mind is always churning. It's like it don't stop. Seriously, it does not stop. Sometimes I'll be like, that person getting money just on a picture. All right, how many jobs can I create out of this? Get some calendars, some books, do some parties. But y'all know how I roll. Anyway, that's it for today. Let's go make that money.